Welcome to beautiful Colorado Springs at Falcon Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the Air Force Falcons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. And the Falcons ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Right on the money. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. Might have a chance. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And you got to love that third down, man. Third and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football, so nice job.
There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That's a nice-looking run. I'll tell you, when it comes to the academies, I know the Air Force is known for being mighty in the skies, but on the football field, it's what they're able to do on the ground. Year in, year out, they are so dangerous toting the rock, whether it's the option, whether it's conventional, whether it's spread. These guys are dialed into what they want to do, and they wear defenses down.
Fullback's got it. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Here comes the option. Pulls it on the option. Oh, better look out! And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option?
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I would love to tell you he should have gotten the first down and slid or got down, but that's not what running backs do. They're trying to get extra plays, and I know he had the first down, but he's thinking touchdown. That little bit of extra effort, you could tell, forced the turnover, forced the fumble. Defense recovers.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to pass. It's Hayes. That's caught. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense. Back end that time, he made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The handoff as they run the counter play here. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. From the red zone, it's Scott. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Sends it back in motion.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Release to the back. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown, Falcons. A great catch and run for 6. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes with a quick strike up top, covering 79 yards. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense? Scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Fires on the move. The sure hands, it's Williams.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The run inside. It's Scott. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Williams open on the right side. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the run, it's Scott. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. To the air, it's Hayes. Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. In the red area, it's Scott. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more...
Touchdown, North Dakota State! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
Coming out with it, it's Flowers. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude.
Oh, he's got some space. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
The give to the fullback. He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. He'll do it himself. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Has it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, third down and long situation to get that conversion and now get first and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. The give to the big fullback. And he's in! Touchdown, Falcons!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And they tacked on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He smashes his way through again. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside, it's Scott. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Now the play fake. Looking left. And wings it incomplete. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Across the 35. Finding some room. He is in! Touchdown, North Dakota State. 3rd touchdown of the game. A 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. He's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game. But they got to find the answer for his legs. He's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on 4th and short.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On the option, quarterback keep. He'll toss it. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Can't get him to the ground. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The option look. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls it and fires to the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 2nd down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right? That come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Now 7 defensive backs on the field getting ready for a passing down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns sneaking out of here with an upset victory, and have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
And the Air Force offense ready to take over. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked.
Here's a little room there. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking deep. Makes a deep grab. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. This offense thought they had the defense reeling on its heels, but the D stands tall and comes up with a sack.
Yeah, but why not, right? If I make a big play, I got no problem going back to it. But the defense said, I got you. I understand what you're doing. I know you're going back to it. They were ready for it. They had the answer for it, and they got the QB and got his butt on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back-and-forth goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Makes the grab down the middle. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Looking for room. It's Scott. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, North Dakota State! And the pummeling has started.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Quick handoff. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. It'll be third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He'll pull it down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Falcons want to move quickly.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop.
Turning it on! Touchdown Air Force! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Man, he just makes it look so fun to play quarterback. Like, he's playing his own little game. He just scrambles around, takes off. Nobody can catch him all the way to the house for 6.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The run inside. It's Scott. Breaks the tackle. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. This is a designed run. Got a little grass. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
But I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Scott. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is.
There he goes. Touchdown, North Dakota State. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense runs the option. They didn't need the option. The quarterback does a great job understanding that what the defense is trying to do. He's got space. He takes it. Why pitch it when I don't have to? Makes the big, long, explosive touchdown play for this offense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score.
Number 67, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it. Got room at the 35. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Falcons are in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
On the run, fires downfield. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
Quarterback keeps it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Falcons.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Sends it back in motion. Sticks it in his belly. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They'll go right back to him. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Maybe a crease.
Man, so nice to have a QB when you need him in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and a mile and a half. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Ready, go!
Option look, it's Brown. And they snuffed out that play from the start. He probably should have given the ball to the back. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. On the ground, it's Mitchell. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal?
Well, you got 3rd and California, not a lot of play calls for that, so they go with the safe run, and a nice job getting a lot of the yardage back. Obviously, you don't get the first down. You either do two things. One, you help out the punter here, or if you decide to go for it and you trust your quarterback in your passing game, let's find out what this coach wants to do.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the option. Keeps it on first down. Got enough for the first. Smashes through the tackle. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Looking to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
They'll run play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
Oh, he's got a chance. Maybe some room here. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. They'll run the option. Quick toss. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. Now this team has